Hey everybody, Chris Niosi here, voice of the new star of the paranormal world, Reigen Arataka. And as a little gift to you all, myself and a few cast members of the Mob Psycho 100 English dub have come together to record a few audio commentary tracks for some episodes of the series. This one is for the season finale, episode 12, Mob and Reigen, and it features yours truly, Kyle McCarley, the voice of Mob, Erik Kimerer, the voice of Teru, and Casey Mongillo, the voice of Show. If you hopefully picked up your copy of the Mob Psycho 100 Blu-ray DVD set, line up your cursor to select the corresponding episode on the main menu. I'm going to count down with a 3, 2, 1, play, and in sync with when I say the word play, hit the button to start it up. Get ready, and we hope you enjoy. 3, 2, 1, play.
Welcome, everybody, to the Mob Psycho 100 English dub commentary for the finale, well, at the moment, I'll say season finale, that's safe enough.
Yeah.
Of Mob Psycho, this episode 12. Once again, I'm Chris Niosi, voice of Reigen Arataka. I'm joined once again by
Kyle McCarley, voice of Mob.
And we have two new lovely guests sitting on the couch with us.
I'm Erik Kimerer, I'm the voice of Teru Hanazawa.
And, of course...
And my name is Casey Mongillo. I'm the voice of the best one, Sho Suzuki. Dad, you idiot.
The best one, with all like 15 of his lines.
It's just such a show thing to say.
What happened to my face? Oh, God.
We'll take a poll.
Somebody drool over it. We can finally order Mob Donald's. Mob,
hey!
Mob, what do you want?
Mob, order already.
Every time we heard this opening, we always joked about how, because Mob Donald's is like the fast food chain in this world somehow. Which I like to think that's how he got his nickname. Because we don't know why otherwise.
Right.
And he has interesting taste in food. So, I still adore this opening. So, Erik and Casey, I want to start with you guys first because we did the episode 1 commentary and we kind of told our origin points with the show and everything with the show.
On with the show.
So Casey, you have a very different story that takes place later in the timeline of all this. But Erik, I'm assuming
so you go first.
You read, I'm sure, probably for a lot of the same characters in the early stage, right?
Yeah, I believe the characters I read for were Mob, Mob's brother, and I don't believe I did Reigen. I believe they had me. They did have me read for Teru from the get-go. Yeah, basically from the get-go. So this was a really fun show to read for, especially after worked on One Punch Man.
Right, of course.
I was fun too. Who were you in that?
I was Speed of Sound Sonic in One Punch Man. So
yes.
I get a lot of comparisons between.
We were talking also on the episode 1 comment. I'm going to be saying that on the other commentary we mentioned.
Gotta sell it, man.
There happened to be a little bit of crossover with some of the cast. We gave shout outs to Max as Ritsu, who of course was Saitama.
There he is.
There he is. Stupid brother.
What a good boy.
With his dumb hair. No, he means well. And I think there were some of the villains. I think were also in One Punch as well. Because this
Keith, but he's in everything.
That's true. Yeah, Christina, Xander.
Hey, was this the one that Ben was in with the fire dude?
No, he is scorched by this point. But actually, little side note, our buddy Ben Diskin played one of the claw guys, and I remember because we were joking earlier about how in the episode, and then it just comes out the next day. Ben recorded his guy with the pyrotechnic stuff, who burns himself alive a couple episodes ago. He recorded that on a Friday, and then that episode went up the following Sunday.
I remember.
It was oh my god. By the way, I like that. Ow, jeez, Xander, stop. Oh, I also love the irony of that's our buddy Xander Mobus.
Oh, that was Xander there?
Voicing a character named Sakurai. Ha 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 ha.
Oh man,
I did not know that was him.
Oh yeah.
Are you serious?
Also, you got a really good Naruto look going on right now.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get a headband next season.
I gotta say, I can only hope. This monster, I think it's Kandi-chan, if I'm remembering right, summoned by Greg Chun over here as Matsuo. That monster is half KG Tang and half me.
Really?
KG was the main body going, and then I was all 5 of the heads going, really? Because there was just some time left over. That's Chris Turgliafera as Double Dudes.
Chris Kaysen, our director, definitely loved playing that game with me of, hey, guess who this is playing?
Me too. Me too, yeah.
There was just so many bizarre casting choices.
I think with this part of the show, this last sequence, I rapped before they had decided who was playing most of the
Oh, really?
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
Okay. So you were like done way early then.
I was like,
God.
I remember going in for a session at one point. I was like, "Are you guys sure you want to have me in right now?
Yeah.
Because doesn't episode 8 come out tomorrow? Or
Yeah.
whatever, you know, like."
But lo and behold, we did everything squarely on time, and it turned out great.
It was pretty much weekly on the Funimation app, right? It would come
Yeah,
out?
yeah.
Yeah,
Every Sunday was coming out. Yeah.
And we were not prepared for it. Like we were recording for I think a month, and then the announcement came out. Oh, by the way, this is coming out this week. And even we didn't.
Well, some of us we spilled into January of 2017 on recording. I think the rest of it definitely.
Yeah, because
that's right.
you were still doing stuff when
Yeah.
I had just booked it.
Yeah. Well, actually, I want to get to your story, but so
Yeah.
actually, do you remember, Eric, when you read for Teru? Because I was asking about this. Do you remember like what the scene was that you were having to audition with, like what the material they sent was?
I believe it was just a lot of his very early scenes. It was you're not a star because you take this. You're not a star because the spotlight's on you. You're a star because you take the spotlight, or
Right,
something.
right.
With his little entourage, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
and then I think I did one scene where I was facing off against.
Okay,
you.
so
Oh,
that
there
was
you
what
go.
I
Yeah,
remember.
okay.
1,000%.
Chris asked me the same question. I was like, I remember the scene, the fight between Teru and Mob, but I can't remember if it was a Mob audition scene or a Teru audition
Yeah,
scene.
because you read for like everybody, which was amazing. But yeah, so we recorded everything from like mid-November of 2016 all through December, and then we spilled into January. And Casey, you moved here in the middle of January.
I had just moved here, yeah.
And I, like, from, like, the day you landed in California, I
Yeah.
sent your stuff off to our casting director, Mommy. And it did not take long before, I swear to God, I know I told you this, like, at some point early on. When I was watching the show and I saw Sho Suzuki, I was like,
This is a
man.
Casey character.
And literally, I even had the thought of, like, oh, if Casey were out here just a little bit earlier, I feel like she would have gotten this character.
I remember you told me that when we were at Ben's, too. And you're like, oh, there's this one character you'd be great for. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. Oh, well,
well,
I
no,
missed the
because
boat.
I figured they would have all been cast already by that point.
Right,
but lo and
right.
behold, you got brought in person to read.
Yeah, and they cast me for, like, for Sho Suzuki and for another character with a similar voice for another show that I don't think has been announced yet, so I'm not going to say
still
it.
not. Yeah, all this time later, yeah.
But that same day, they're like, okay, we want you as this character and this character. I'm like, oh, holy crap. And I'm convinced that to this day, they cast me as Sho Suzuki because I had the varsity jacket. And they're like, you look just like your character. And there were a couple of people in the studio that were like, you look just like the character you're reading for. I'm like, yeah. And like after the session, we're like, okay, yeah, we want you for the character. I'm like, it's the jacket, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
glad I didn't
yeah,
have to shave
I
my
had
head for
just, right?
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
By the way, a little funny story also. Christina V voices this character, Ishiguro, with the mask on. The one without the mask is a little special cameo we'll get to in a bit later in the episode.
That just came off in your hand.
Yes. I was like, oh, whoops, sorry about that. Funny story, that part where Ishiguro is like on top of Reigen, like choking him with the psychic stuff, there was a line that was mislabeled as one of mine. And I think Kaysen was like, crap and double crap, Christina needs to have a pickup. And I was like, oh, because I think I was like, damn it, because I thought I was going to be the very last person to record on the whole show. And then I was like, damn it, now Christina's going to beat me out. Son of a, you know.
I had a lot of lines that were like, because Mob and Ritsu wear the same outfit throughout the whole show.
And when they're next to each other.
And they're brothers, and they have the same haircut. Like, when Mob gets goes 100%, his hair looks a lot like Ritsu's, so that got really confusing, I'm sure. I know it did, because there were times during recording where we were like, hey, we missed this line because it was labeled
It was like, whoopsie.
or vice versa.
So you had a lot of pickups to do.
By the way, I like this that take on me music video stuff.
It was
There were some jokes about that. Oh, and of course my tragic backstory, very important. So in the year that's passed now, you know, I mean the show was already a hit even before we got to do anything on it, but you know, Kyle and I were expressing a lot of, you know, gratitude about how well received the dub was too. Like people were really happy about it. And I think
fans at Anime Expo, shout out to them because that was unbelievably cool. There's so many awesome cosplayers.
Casey and I did a little quick photo shoot with some folks. I think a lot of people that were on there's like a Mob Psycho Discord chat or something, and like that was really, they were all.
There was like an impromptu meeting, and Kirby was like, "Hey, meet me out back." I'm like, I have no idea where the hell that is.
There's
so
like
call me during that.
I think I tried calling you.
I called you. I called you.
We had you on like a speaker or something. Yeah, it was like crappy connection at the convention center. But like, what are some like? Have you guys had any particular like? I mean, I know you guys are known for probably other characters that are bigger than the ones on this show, but like at cons or like any kind of things where people are like, dude, I loved you in Mob Psycho, or like any stories about that and stuff. Cricket.
Well, the cool thing is like after it was starting to air, I would see the response on Reddit. Like people would actually do daily discussions of the dub episodes, and somebody made a post about our battle scene and just like praising it, just how much we lent ourselves to the characters, how much we put into that battle scene, just yelling especially I was yelling my ass off. You were kind of, and then at the end you got like this very
the first time he goes second time he goes 100%.
The second time yeah, and then you have that big scene, and it was great to see that reaction going on live.
Because for us, like that's so unusual. Like for Texas, that's like the standard now, and even like New York to an extent with like the kind of Saturday morning type shows, they've got to do it like an episode a week. But this was a rare thing for us, where like so quickly we'd get feedback and people, and because it was a big show, because like it was right off the heel. One Punch Man aired like 2016 on Toonami.
Yes.
So like it was like the year of one, like just taking over. I gotta say too, I know we're talking about the final episode, but the one before this, episode 11. Has my favorite scene with Reigen with our cameo. I'll get to him.
Oh no! This is the disappear one.
My favorite scene with Reigen with the flashback to when he and Mob first meets, which I adore. But also that big fight scene with like you and Max like screaming your lungs out, like jumping all over the place, fighting the claw guys and everything. I was like, God, that was a moment where I was like reminded for me, like, God, this dub turned out so good. Like, I feel so good with this,
And I think a lot of it was just because I was having so much fun with this character. It's such a different kind of character for me, because I usually play somebody who's not so in control. Like, like even when
not
I play,
as confident.
When I play heroic characters or protagonist characters, usually it's the I don't know what's going on. Until they pull out the Deus Ex last minute.
That was my impression of Eric's general archetype. Character.
That's funny that you say that, because I remember when I think it was when the auditions came out. I was like, oh, Erik Kimerer is perfect.
Well, I think
that character's for Erik. Lo and behold, it was.
Yeah.
I think the funny
that's
thing
what
is,
you thought when you saw this.
Yeah, that's what I said.
This guy right here, Curb, has guessed like at least
too many
3
people.
or 4 characters that I've booked
stupid.
now,
It's
including Nico from Gundam Seed, and he's like, "This is Casey," and I'm like, BS.
By the way,
And I booked it like the next day.
Shout out. Excuse me. Huge shout out to Mike McCarley, who was our ADR scriptwriter. Also wrote One Punch Man. He's done
This was him,
tons. As the unmasked version of Ishiguro. I happen to be.
There it is.
There you go.
Hey!
Right in the face. Thank you for that. It was grating on my ears.
That's why I'm here.
This line from you that I quote all the time for whatever reason. Imagine the gravity going backwards.
Was backwards or whatever. Yeah.
I don't know. I just randomly quote that at you all the time. Nice Super Saiyan
all of my
orange
dialogue
hair.
was like kind of rough, so we just kind of improvised with like what works, because this is a direct translation. This doesn't work very well.
Casey is literally wearing this jacket right now. I'm not even kidding.
I am. I haven't worn this thing since probably I last saw this episode.
You also currently have, at the time we're recording this, have green hair, and you also have a red version of that jacket, so it's like you flip-flop. You could be like Player 2 show.
I could be a carrot. I could be a carrot, and you could turn it upside down, and I could be an upside down carrot.
There you go.
Player the orange and the green.
Be Player
pay to get it in the loot box.
Player B.
Funnily enough, I happened to be visiting Texas, and I saw Mike, and he was one of the first people I got to work with at Funimation when I went to visit there. And I was talking about, dude, you've been doing a great job on the Mob Psycho scripts. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be doing like a cameo. And I'm like, what are you doing? Is that the villain when his mask comes off? And I'm like, oh my God, I am sad. And of course, it's Master Roshi on crack, more or less. Also, by the way, Greg Chun, who's like super underrated, he was amazing on Matsuo, this crazy guy with the monsters and stuff. There were so many good folks like scattered throughout the show. Like there's a few cameos at the end as well, because like we have a lot of Jeremy as Tomei was amazing. Abby Trott as Misato. Mike Sorich, of course, we gave shout-outs to last time. He's amazing.
Finally just got to work with him on a couple of games.
Yeah.
Mike, nice to actually meet him.
Mike is so cool. And he's like, Mike is somebody that I've been a fan of, like, forever. So, like, when I found out he got Dimple, it was, like, our narrator. And I'm like, oh, this is the show for me. Actually, Casey is the show for me, of course.
This cast is kick-ass,
Good
though.
Lord.
Because, truth be told, a little confession time, I didn't get to see all of this show yet, so I'm probably gonna have to snatch your Blu-ray someday and catch up.
You can borrow it.
Shows and the first couple episodes and the last couple episodes. So pretty much everything in between, like that epic fight scene. I've only seen like a clip of that online, and like I want to see the whole damn thing. So I couldn't pick up a Blu-ray in time, so I'm just gonna have to snatch yours.
It's okay. Share the love. Yeah, no, I really enjoy this show. I mean, I know that like just from the bias of like having spent so much time with it, but like this became like one of my favorite.
It's so
shows.
See, there's like those fruit and vegetable heads right there. People cosplayed that. How awesome this show is. I saw like a couple
everything
of
in the show is so
like,
distinct.
It really is. It's so bizarre. I'm like, this is such an odd anime, and I love it just because of that. So I was really excited to be like, yo, I get to be part of this totally abstract show. This is cool.
Well, no, I mean,
the Body Improvement Club, they're all just like, they don't
very
often, but they're all very unique and distinct.
And the very Yu Yu Hakusho-esque like greaser gang with Tenga and all that. Ray Chase, shout out to him as well.
Yeah. John Allen.
Patrick Seitz was Musashi. We got I think Doug Earholtz was this guy over here. Yeah, there were so many great people. Yeah. So many great people on this. Kaysen was amazing to work with.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have worked with Kaysen far more extensively because of Gundam. But I was
One Punch.
And One Punch, of course.
And Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah, it's every.
Oh yeah.
He must be sick of you by this point.
I think so.
This is. I guess because we're already kind of I think getting close to the end on this one.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to do these because I wanted to like give some shout outs to like all the fans and viewers and everybody who have been like enjoying this and like actually like caring to check the dub out and like actually really enjoy it and everything.
Yeah,
you guys,
they deserve this. They deserve us just giving them a shout out because like honestly, half the fun is seeing their response and their comments. And all the love pouring in from them. So thank you to everyone who watches and supports the show. You guys are amazing.
Absolutely. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah. Have you guys, I mean, you do like a fair amount of cons. Have you gotten to meet any like fans in person for the show in particular? Like, dude, Teru, the hair, oh my god.
I think I've seen a couple of cons. I haven't done too many cons recently, but I think the one that I did recently at NondisCon, I have seen a couple of Teru cosplayers, and the Blu-ray unfortunately wasn't out at that point.
So that's all right.
It's only been out at
like
time
a
of
few
this
days.
recording.
Yeah, a couple days.
4 days.
But again, I hope you're either, if not watching this while also watching the Blu-ray, I also hope that you're, or if not, then watching it on the Funimation streaming service because it's been up there for a long time. It's funny too because Casey, I mean, your character is like kind of the ultimate like teaser for I do so hope we get season 2 because we get all this like little. For foreshadowing stuff with you and your dad, who's an idiot on the phone.
There's such a cliffhanger at the end between the relationship of my character and his father, and that alone is like, well, come on. What's next now? I kind of want to know.
I love these guys. But the Telepathy Club might have been my favorite like subsect of like side characters, just because Tomei cracks me up.
Keep it PG-13.
I know. You know what? These guys too. Another same thing. Like Hackney, that was Kaysen. This guy.
Wait, was
Hackney was Hoshino, the guy with the pompadour.
That's in there.
Yeah. Mel Lee, Tom Bauer, Bobby Tong. Like I wanna learn more about these kids. They're cute and fun, and Naruto Sensei is gonna teach them all about controlling psychic powers. Hey everybody, I'm going to teach you how to use your psychic powers!
His hair gets cut or whatever, like when you first see him like that, doesn't he do that pose, which is like straight up Naruto?
He just needs the whiskers. And
pretty much.
Also, there's that Kirby boss in the background hanging out. Oh, Lord. This was a really great experience, and I do so hope that we get to do more in the future. You know, at the moment, there's been the tease of this. There's like a Reigen like one shot special that's like kind of like a clip show with
the key art just came out for that. Actually.
Yes, yeah, actually, yeah. The day we're recording this, like the key artwork with him in the background, which he has a shine in it, a little twinkle in his eye. I noticed. And there's the live action Netflix series that's going to be happening next year, which I'm interested to see as well. I do hope we get to play together more because this was a lovely experience, and everybody.
It sucks I came on to the tail end of it, but I really hope there's going to be more because this is a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember seeing a fan theory about there's a shot that comes up at the very end of this episode.
Oh yeah.
Of the plate of food that has like there's some seasonings around the plate, and then there's like two.
The matsutake mushrooms,
They like the fan theory was that's the teaser for season 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
you know, we can only dream and hope
that was accurate.
Well, buy the Blu-ray and that'll help any possible season 2, I suppose.
Yes. Oh, also, by the way, another shout out. I got so many. Kyle Hebert, who is two of your guys' dads. He was Mob's dad in this scene, and he's also Show's dad.
He was also my dad in Tome, so he's...
Yes.
Daddy
He's played everybody's dad. I think he's played his own dad at some point.
He's been my dad at something. He plays his own grandpa in Dragon Ball. Because Ox King and Gohan. There you are.
Hey.
Giving us our little
We on the
tease.
phone with Hebert.
Hey, what's going on, Kyle?
Going on, dude?
Yeah, ramen. Yeah, okay, sure, why not? I have one little funny story I want to tell as we're kind of approaching the end. So there's this little sequence at the end of the episode, which if I'm somebody, don't quote me, but I believe that it was either like storyboarded or like some of the drawings were done by the creator.
That's what I heard.
I believe so. This little bit where they go after the Tsuchinoko creature thing. Yeah, and which you can tell because it's got it looks exactly like his artwork, even compared to the rest of the series. God, those eyes are creepy. I'm going to be the villain later on. Stay tuned.
I'm the villain of season 2
for the next exciting episode. Doing this was cool, and there was one little shout outs also to, I don't know the name of the person, but whoever made the Reigen Makes Ridiculous Noises compilation video online, which is one of my proudest moments ever. There's a bit at the very end of this where I'm like, you idiot! The Tsuchinoko doesn't exist! Quick! I can't even replicate it. But the word "kill it" was like screeched. It was like Ed, Edd n Eddy or something. It was ridiculous.
It's in this, right?
Yeah, it's coming up in a minute.
Second, yeah.
And like I literally, we had to do like I think like 10 to 15 takes of just God, like screeching, because every time I did it, no matter how like low they turned me down, it was just a spike on the waveform. So June, our engineer, had to be like, okay, Chris, I need you to position this far away at this angle from the mic. I have you at this level.
Yeah.
And like literally just the kill it. We got every other piece of it like section by section, and then just that last part we got.
We just recorded kill it on top of it.
Yeah, no word of a lie. It was insane.
Take a piece of foam and tape it over your mouth. And
yeah, look at the shading in this.
Oh yeah,
it's so good. It just looks straight out of the manga. I love it. Yeah. This was a nice little treat for also like anybody who was like, because when usually these are just straight up adaptations of the manga. It's like, hey, here's a little something extra.
The style is very different. I didn't notice that the first time I watched it because I wasn't as familiar with the show. But now that I've seen enough art and just look at that thing, just to point out immediately, this looks different.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Well, we're at the last minute or so, guys. So any last couple words you want to say?
Just keep on being awesome, and thank you for supporting it. Thanks for supporting us.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much, and hopefully we'll be seeing you guys again in future iterations.
Yeah.
Yeah, and please support the official release.
Because that's an excellent decision.
Yeah.
Is your nose doing okay over there, Mob? You fine?
It's
fixed. It got fixed. You got plastic surgery off screen.
Got a nose job between shots there.
Hey, Mob. I'm gonna cook all these I can't eat all of them by myself. Do you want to share some?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Teru, you want some too?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sho, how about you?
No way. That's disgusting.
Season 2.